Hello. Today is Friday, June 11th, and we are going to be talking about thesis statements and topic sentences today. We're also going to have a journal, and also your narrative essay final draft is due today by 11:59 p.m. You can find that submission link on Blackboard under Course Content, Week 2, in the June 11th folder, and it's right there. And you submit it the same way you submitted your rough draft. Let's see here. So today we're going to be starting on our next essay, but before we do, well, not today, but next week we are. And before we do that, we have to talk about what thesis statements and topic sentences are. Okay? So some of you may remember from previous English classes, so we're just going to do a little lecture on that. So what is a thesis statement? A thesis statement is a sentence in your introduction which tells your reader your purpose, scope, and direction of your essay. It's always in the introduction, and usually it's the last sentence of your introduction. So basically what this means is this is the main idea of your essay. Okay? And a thesis statement is almost always arguable. So just keep that in mind. There are some cases where it won't be, but in general, for what we're going to be writing, it will always be arguable. Okay? So a thesis statement shouldn't be a couple of things. It's never a question, and it should never take up the entire introduction. It's literally one sentence that essentially says this is what your essay is going to be about. And again, it's very rarely a statement of fact. I might even go so far as to say it's almost never a statement of fact, and it should almost always be arguable. So here are some examples of thesis statements. So these two, the narrative and the process essay, they're statements of fact. Sort of. Process essay, baking a chocolate cake is easy if you follow a few simple steps. So that essay is going to be about the steps you take when you're baking a chocolate cake, right? So it is sort of a statement of fact, but not everybody would agree that baking a chocolate cake is easy. For the compare and contrast, Carrie Underwood and Martina McBride are both excellent artists, but they differ in several ways. So that essay is going to be about the ways that Carrie Underwood and Martina McBride are different, which they're both country singers, by the way, in case you didn't know that. Again, this PowerPoint, I don't think I said that, actually. This PowerPoint is a little bit dated, and I didn't make it, and I have not updated it because I always forget to update it until I'm pulling it up to talk about it. And then the argument essay, children between the ages of 2 and 4 should attend daycare for several reasons. So again, that's an opinion. It's not a fact, but your essay was then going to be about the reasons why children between the ages of 2 and 4 should attend daycare. So again, thesis statement is the main idea of your entire paper. Everything in your paper should come back to the thesis statement. Okay? So topic sentences, they're sort of like mini thesis statements, okay? So they're mini thesis statements for each paragraph. So each point listed in your topic sentences and discussed in your body paragraphs should support your thesis statement. So essentially, you have your introduction, which has your thesis statement, and then each body paragraph the very first sentence of the body paragraph will have a topic sentence, which just says, it's just an argument point of your thesis. So the topic sentence alerts your reader as to the topic that will be explored within the paragraph. There you go. It's sort of like a mini thesis statement. And it is one sentence at the very beginning of your paragraph. So let's look at some examples. So the example I used was baking a chocolate cake is easy if you follow a few simple steps. So an example topic sentence for the first body paragraph. The first thing we do when we're baking a cake is to gather supplies. So the first step in baking the cake is to gather the supplies. You get your eggs, your milk, all of that good stuff. Second body paragraph, the topic sentence for that would be after gathering your supplies, you must mix the ingredients, mixing dry ingredients, wet ingredients, putting them all together. Third body paragraph, once the mixing is complete, you must bake your cake. So that's going to talk about oven temperatures, pans, how long to bake it for, how to check to see if it's done. And then the last body paragraph is finally after your cake is out of the oven, you are ready to add the final touches. So it's going to be like icing and leveling if you're going to do that, and all, cooling and all of that stuff. So essentially you've just outlined the essay here. So you said, okay, introduction, thesis statement, baking chocolate cake is easy if you follow a few simple steps, and then body paragraphs 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's what they're going to be about. And okay, now I just got to go fill in the blanks and put in the big information. Okay. Sorry. So that's what a topic sentence and a thesis statement is. So it sounds big and scary, but it's really not. The thesis statement is probably the most important part. It just is the main idea of your paper. It's what your paper is going to be about. Some of you may have heard that when you write an essay, it's tell me what you're going to tell me what you just told me. So what that means is when you, in the introduction, you're tell me what you're going to tell me. So you outline what you're going to say. In the body, you tell me. So you tell me what you said you were going to tell me. And then the conclusion, you tell me what you just told me. So you summarize and highlight everything that you just said in your essay. And that's a very simplistic way to break it down. But it's an easy way to think about it. Okay, so that's topic sentences and thesis statements. So we do have a little bit of homework, and it's fairly easy. So remember, a thesis statement so you just download this and you can just type directly on it. So a thesis statement captures the main idea of a paper, and it should be arguable. You can think of it as a preview of what to come. So, for example, let's say you're going to write a paper about why college is important and the best ways to find the right college to attend. So then you create this thesis statement. To find the right college, a person needs to plan ahead. Well, that only covers one part of your paper, right? You don't just need to plan ahead. You need to do a bunch of other things to figure it out, how to find the right college. So this thesis statement ignores the other topic of the paper, which is why college is important. And it's not a good thesis statement. A good thesis statement could be, it's important to go to college because going to college opens up more job opportunities. However, keep in mind that finding the right college can be difficult, and there are several factors that need to be considered, such as cost, majors, and distance. So I've outlined each point in this thesis statement. You don't always have to do that. But you can keep it more simplistic. Like you could say, keep in mind that finding the right college can be difficult, and there are several factors that need to be considered. Period. End of statement. That's my thesis statement. That's what I'm going to be talking about. So in this first one, it's asking you to read this little paragraph and rank the statements for the introductory paragraph from strongest to weakest, with 1 being the strongest and 3 being the weakest. So it's asking you to rank these and say, this is a good thesis statement, this is an okay thesis statement, and this is a really bad thesis statement. So in 1 through 10, it's asking you to read these and write whether the statement is arguable or if it's a fact. So the amount of financial aid available to students should be proportionate to the earning potential of the career fields for which their majors prepare them. That's obviously not a statement of fact. It is definitely arguable, right? So that's what it's asking you to do. It's just asking you to put A or F there. On this one, it's just asking you to pick a topic from the narrower topics, and write a thesis statement and topic sentences for your essay. It has you do 2, I think 3. I'm going to just have you do 1. So you're just going to pick a narrower topic. Like for this one, I did random drug testing in schools. Okay, so my thesis was random drug testing should not be allowed in high schools. Simple, to the point. My topic sentences are, for number 1, it's a violation of privacy. 2, it wastes taxpayer money because most students know how to cheat on the tests. And the third one is, it instills unnecessary fear in students and consequently affects their academic performance in a negative way. So that's what I'm asking you to do, is pick one of these narrow topics and write a thesis statement and at least 3 topic sentences for a essay that you are going to write about them. We're not actually going to write the essay. This is just an exercise to get you to do thesis statements and topic sentences. We've already done this, the MLA format and forbidden words, so don't worry about that. Just do one of these and do the rest of them. So that is due, I believe I have these due Monday. Yeah, Monday, June 14th. I say it's due on Blackboard, just email it to me. So email the thesis statement topic sentence packet to me by 11:59 on Monday. You also have a journal due at 11:59 on Monday. And your journal is this. I made it pretty simple. So all I'm asking you to do is to write at least 11 lines and email it to me. So you can email it to me. Do it in a Word doc in proper MLA format, please. But email this to me by Monday by 11:59 along with your thesis statements homework. And you can choose any one of these 3 prompts. What's your dream vacation? Where would you go? What would you do there? Why do you want to go there? What's your dream job? What would you do if you could do anything in the world? And why do you want that job? Or what's your favorite movie, book, television show, artist, singer, band, whatever. Why do you like that thing and what's so good about them? So just pick one of those and write about it. Make sure it's at least 11 lines in proper MLA format and email it to me. And that's all we're going to do for today. I say that's all we're going to do. But I gave you all a lot of information. So you have the weekend to do your thesis statement homework and your journal. The journal shouldn't take you very long. It's just 11 lines, so just a few sentences really. Probably 10 sentences or so. If you have any questions about your thesis statements or topic sentences, send me an email, let me know, text me, call me, whatever you need to do. Don't forget your narrative essay is due today by 11:59 p.m. in this little Blackboard link. If you have any questions beyond that, just let me know. And I'm hoping everyone has a really good weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks.